Hey, this is Graham and welcome back to another video about my 2013 Mustang V6. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the 5 things that I hate most about this car. And I say hate loosely because I don't really hate anything about this car, but here are the things that I hate about my 2013 Mustang V6. So first things first, after 4 years of ownership with this car, it's developed a few squeaks and rattles here and there, as you would expect because this interior is pretty hard plasticky. But one thing in particular that I just cannot seem to figure out and I cannot seem to fix is this rear quarter panel back here, the interior rear quarter panel. On hot days and even on cold days sometimes, it will just rattle and rattle and rattle, and I cannot figure it out. I've tried, and at this point I've just kind of given up and gotten used to it, and I just tune it out, turn up the music, whatever. But that's probably my biggest annoyance with this car, is that one rattle that I just can't seem to figure out. And I feel like every car kind of has that. Every car just has that one rattle that you can't nail down and you can't fix. So I've just kind of accepted it and moved on. So that's number 1 on the list. On to number 2. Now the next thing is not necessarily something that I hate, but it is something that kind of bothers me. And it's the automatic transmission. And it's not so much that I have it that bothers me, it's the way people act about it that bothers me. Because the transmission in this car, the 6-speed automatic with the select shift, is actually a really great transmission. It's very engaging because it has that switch that allows you to manually shift through all of the gears. And that's fantastic. What bothers me about this is that people look down upon it for no reason at all, other than the fact that it's not a stick shift. Why that's an issue these days, I'm not sure, because this is faster, and I personally enjoy it. But like I said, people look down upon it, and it's kind of annoying. I've had the car for 4 years now, and like I said, it's an annoying thing when people are like, oh, why didn't you get a manual? It's like, well, I drive this car daily. When I got it, I didn't know the first thing about how to drive a stick. Obviously I do now. But when I first got this car, I didn't know how to drive a stick, so I got the automatic because it lets you shift through the gears, and it's a lot of fun. So that's what I don't like about it. I don't like that people hate on it so much. But now I guess we'll move on to number 3. So my next point kind of goes along with that last one, where it's not so much about the transmission as it just is the car. Obviously this doesn't make me feel any different about my car, but all of the Mustang jokes, ooh, it gets old after a while. Now, I don't want to be a bad sport about it because, you know, it is funny. I even make the jokes sometimes because that's what you should do as a Mustang guy. You should make the jokes, but you should play along with it, have fun with it, enjoy it. But every time you go to a car show, every time you go out with your friends, especially when you go out with your friends, you get Mustang jokes. And like I said, it's fun, I enjoy it, but it does get old, you know, now that it's been like 2 years since the Mustang jokes started. For those of you that don't get it, Mustang jokes have gotten this reputation for crashing when leaving Cars and Coffee events or car shows or car meets or whatever. They've gotten this reputation for spinning out and crashing, and So nowadays when you go to a car show or a car meet, people are like, oh God, look out, it's a Mustang, run away. So, but like I said, it's good to be a good sport about it, have fun about it, but come on guys, 2 years later, oh. Now I know that 2 of my points have already been about what people think of the car. And you guys are gonna be like, Graham, you can't let what people think bother you, and I don't. But these are the things, these are the only things that I can think of that even like nag at me slightly about this car that I don't like, because I love this car. But my next point is another thing that bothers me, and that's the engine. Because you see, what this is the V6. This is the 300 horsepower, 3.7 liter Cyclone engine. And I think it's beautiful. I love it. But for some reason, and I made an entire video about this, for some reason people don't think that a V6 Mustang is worth it, is worth anything. And I don't, personally, I don't understand this, because this car, after living with it for 4 years and dating a girl who also drives one of these, drives one that's faster than mine, there is not a single thing about this engine that I dislike. It has been extremely reliable, extremely efficient. It's fast, it's fun, and it sounds good. So why people hate the V6 Mustang, I don't know. But that's the one thing that really bothers me about this car, is that people are always asking, why the V6? Why didn't you get the V8? Guys, does it matter what engine's under the hood? Does it really? I think what matters most is that you love your car. So, on to my last point. And I'm really grasping at straws here. The Decklid. Well, it looks so freaking good. The black, with the black taillights and everything, it looks so good. But the problem with black accents on the back of a car is that all the dust just comes flying up and just gets stuck there. And you can't drive this car for a day without that deck lid getting filthy. Like you wash your car and then you drive it to the grocery store and this thing is already showing dirt. And you know, I'm sure that all the people that own a black car right now are like, Graham, you have no idea how bad this is. But listen, I don't own a black car. I bought a blue car because I didn't want to deal with the black. But this, and while this is really a petty thing to complain about, this gets so dirty so easily. So easily. But you know, it's all part of it, and like I said, it's just it's a silly thing to complain about. But like, there's nothing I can really complain about this car. Like, I love everything about this car. So like, I'm trying so hard to think of just 5 things that I can complain about. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna end it with the deck lid. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Honestly, it's taken me way too long to make this because like I know this is like a thing that car guys on YouTube typically do. The 5 things they hate about the cars. And I'm also going to make a follow-up to this video, the 10 things that I love most about this car, because that's going to be a lot easier for me to talk about. But that's it, guys. The deck lid. Thank you all so much for watching. Keep your eyes out for the 10 things that I love most about this car. And I'm also going to go and have Annika do the same stuff with her car soon, with both of her cars soon. So keep your eyes out for those 2. But yeah, that's 5 things that I hate most about my Mustang V6. And we'll see you guys in the next video. As always, take it easy.